Hey Skinsiders, my name is Eunice and I am a main host of Wishtrend TV, and also today I am here as the ambassador of Klairs and By Wishtrend. So let's get started. So this can be a little bit tricky, and this is one of the questions that I get asked the most. I feel like every person's skin type and condition is very different. So something that works really well for me might not work for everyone else. And if something works wonderfully for everyone, it might not work well for me. So it can be a little bit tricky, but the fundamental basic is I love having a good cleanser and a toner and of course a serum. And some people do ask, is serum really necessary? But I believe it's a really high concentration of a product that can target your skin concerns really wisely. So yes, the serum is really good to include in, and a moisturizer, and of course a sunscreen. I think for me, to be honest, the step of or the number of products is the same, but I would definitely switch up on a little bit of the ingredients. Or one of my tricks is if I use the same toner as summertime or wintertime, I will layer it. I love doing layers, especially let's say that if your toner has alcohol in it or some type of ingredient that you don't want to layer too much, then of course I wouldn't layer that. But if it does have clean ingredients and they're very gentle, I love doing multiple layers with my toners and even my moisturizer. Sometimes the ones that I use in the summertime, I use in the wintertime as well. Or I love adding just a little bit of an oil into my moisturizer and making it a little bit more rich and nourishing for the upcoming winter, because it can get really cold in Seoul. My test in approaching new products, I wish I was at someone that can try out a product and be okay with everything, but I'm not. I have such skin sensitivity and I get irritated very, very easily. So it's kind of a dilemma for me, especially for my job, as my job. But number one, I do look at ingredients, and I feel like that's what everyone is doing these days. Everyone is getting wiser, they're doing their research, they're knowing more about their ingredients, what's good for them or what's not good for them, and they're paying close attention. They're paying close attention to actually what products or what ingredients really works for them. So when I want to try out a new product, number one thing I would do is definitely check out the ingredients, and I go to their main page like everybody else, and I read everything thoroughly, and I read the reviews too. I feel like the customer review sometimes gives you that experience like from a friend. So definitely I do that. And another thing that I would do is I ask a lot of questions to the customer service, and I DM a lot of brands too. Because I'm a customer too at times. And if I don't have a personal relationship with that brand, I would DM them, I would email them, and I would be like, why is alcohol in here? Like, what is it for this purpose? Or, yeah, so I think it's great to be picky these days with your products. And I think it's a wise decision for us to be pickier. I think I can recall a few. And the thing with I have a skin type that gets sensitive and irritated so easily. So sometimes a product works perfectly fine for me, but other times when my skin or I personally physically am in not a good condition, my skin just flips out. And in Korea, of course, it's great because you have so much dermatologists to go to and skincare clinics right off the bat. But I know overseas, it's not that easy to go to a doctor, or you don't know what to do right off the bat. So yes, I've had these emergencies before. What I would do is I would stop using any of the products that I am using currently, and I would focus on one product that can really calm and soothe your skin. So personally for me, I love Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. Yeah, you're like me too. I saw that. Yeah, I just love that product for calming, for soothing, for repairing your skin barrier, and just making sure that your skin is like not mad at you anymore. I think it's a really good choice. But for you guys, I think to find a product that can help you to calm your skin will be really important, because when it's not in a good condition and you put stuff on that was fine for you before, it might break you out, or it might irritate your skin. So this one was really tricky because I was like, oh my gosh, how can I choose a few? I love them so much. But okay, so first, personally, these days I've been in love with mugwort. So mugwort, Artemisia is, you can see it so much in K-beauty these days, especially. In Korea, it's well known as like the tea tree of Korea. So we eat it, we put it on our bodies, it's in a lot of our medicines, and it's in our skincare as well. The best part of it is that detox effect, the anti-inflammation effect, the calming and soothing effect of it, and it tastes good too. And it's so beautiful. Usually, with products with Artemisia, it has this green, beautiful color. So I love mugwort. And second product or ingredient would be Sika. We see it a lot. Same, right? We see Centella asiatica everywhere, and you can see Sika this product or Sika that product. But I think the reason why it became so big in K beauty is because we do have a lot of environmental stimuli. So I think a lot of Koreans are looking for products for calming their irritation or helping to block or protect their skin from these stimuli. So definitely Centella asiatica is one of my favorites. And I would have to say I am like 34 now, so I'm looking for a of ingredient that can really help with my wrinkles as well. So peptides is one of my favorite ingredients. And I love the Klairs Midnight Blue Youth Activating Drop. So amazing. Such a light and fresh texture, but it's so moisturizing. And because of that peptide, it really helps with my fine light wrinkles, but it does also help with my deep wrinkles as well, like in my laugh lines and forehead lines. So yeah, I think those three are my favorite. And I have so many, but I don't think I could talk about it all because we don't have much time. Right now, currently, I love doing layers. So I am kind of sticking with the products I am using for the summertime, but I am a little bit doing layers of toner, double layers of serum, or double layers of creams. But currently, I'm in love with the, can I hold this product? I'm in love with the Klairs Fundamental Watery Oil Drop. So I was someone that did not like oils. I did not like the characteristics of oils, especially that it's really too rich or that it looks oily on your skin or that it causes breakouts. So I was someone that was actually scared of oils, but this has taken out every bad characteristics of an oil and it has all the good characteristics of an oil. So it's very nourishing and it's really hydrating, but it doesn't have that uncomfortable, iffy feeling afterwards. And I love adding 2 to 3 drops of it into my cream or yeah. So for the winter time, highly recommend this one. I think number one, people are getting more aware of becoming more environmental friendly. So they're becoming very smart, and everyone's becoming they're like speaking up to what they believe in. So there are very environmental friendly packages that's coming up, and I really appreciate that, and I really like that fact. Especially like Klairs too, the supple preparation facial toner. I know that they figured out that each bottle they make, there was such a large amount of chunk of plastic that was being thrown away. So they did this renovation where they wanted to print it out and make sure that they get less of the plastic or plastic waste. And I really appreciate that. Those things, I've seen a lot of boxes that they remove like the tapes, unnecessary environmental waste that they would make. Even sheet masks, I know they're so fabulous, but a lot of people are really worried about the extra packaging and extra waste. So a lot of brands are coming up with biodegradable or packagings or things that can really just go back to the nature or have less of the environmental waste, which I think is so amazing because later on in the long run, if knowing that something we love so much for self-care can be so harmful for the environment, it would suck. So I really like this fact, the trend that we're going at. And everyone's really loving the vegan-friendly products as well. They're checking before they even buy a product or before they check even the ingredients or even they check the the, whatever it may be, they check if it's vegan friendly or not. I think a lot of people are thinking of it as a very important factor in their lives, in their skincare routine, what they do make their purchase in. So yeah, that. And ingredient wise, I see a lot of tamanu oils. And yeah, I have a feeling that tamanu oils is gonna come. I don't know. I think this may not be, don't quote me on this. It may not be for 2020. But I have seen some products that's coming up in K-beauty too. And I did not know what tamanu oils were or how great they were. But personally, for me, I think in like 1 year or 2 years, tamanu oils is going to be a big, big, big thing. So yeah, I think a lot of ingredients are coming up. Maybe another one that I see is also something that we already talked about, but mugwort. I remember last year or 2 years ago, there was only 2 or 3 products from the mugwort line, but now it's everywhere from every brand. So I believe it's something that's going to be around for a while. So yeah, I think around there. Mm-mm.